things which are throwing, larger pieces, I like it sort of not quite so soft, so it'll still stand up when I come up here, And then the functional stuff, and that's anywhere in between, so forth. So I forget what I think that's a rust.
Yeah,
I think rust itself, what the play body is, or he can tell you what it is. I just call him on the phone going, well, that's about right, All close enough for government work, This is sort of therapy right here, but this looks like when a pharaoh go pharaoh's paradise. See, make a pharaoh? Watch this. That's okay, we're friends. We can talk. He makes friends too. Just looked up this stuff out so it still sits up.
How's that working out? Okay. If we walk in front of you, is it going to be
Yeah, I think
a problem?
Cut it off? Cut my feet off? Am I okay right here? Where am I bad? Well, I'm going to do something.
Well,
200.
yes.
Yeah, but
Well, sometimes no, not in there, because I don't want to dig out and lower out later on. We'll jump. Just put it someplace. Yeah, put it back.
See.
It's always better to have your place wet, You can always get it dry. That's probably making it wet, isn't it? That'd be a bummer. Especially as tall as a sheet, Try to make it play. You sound like I'm really giving Paul a bad time this morning, right? Great week out here. I can't be out working over today. It's a good mix, I like these fall mixes too. And it's good, I can't afford to buy one, but they're good mixes. What's nice is that when they're in your studio, you can just throw your slurry and so forth and thing. When it gets to be full, you just throw some flour in, dry it, quick as a done. Now it's really I like it that way. But when you make it too wet, or too dry, and try and make it wet again, it's really okay. Well, I really think that's you see, I'm taking time or getting tighter, but you do that, don't you? I mean, you have to do that, If your clay's not ready, it just doesn't do what you want it to do. So I think it's an important thing, preparing your clay, getting it ready. It's also therapy, It's like doing push-ups, before the major event, to warm up. Why wedging clay, I don't. What the? You workshop at with Don Bennell, at that flagstaff, So if you know about Bennell, he's crazy, He's crazy. Good guy, crazy. And so he used to get the airport, with these 3 vans, and a carpet they roll out to the airplanes, and these 6 women with hardly anything on came running out, And I said, oh, gee, it's going to be good one, And I put in a van, and I had a bar set up in a van, and these kids had 3 motorcycle escorts, going down through town. So I said, oh, that I play the game, so let's get to work here. So I got to start saying, wait a minute, hold it. And there's 3 wet jets come out. The wet jets come out and start wedging me. Okay, that's it, that's it. Get out of here, It's like wedging your clay is a very personal thing, And it's like, and you got to know when it's ready to show, you know what I mean? It was funny, but, it's a lot of fun. I work over to Godfather's pizza place up there, too. They do a thing. You gotta make a buck, and you can't make it sound fast. We'll talk about that, too. Is that okay? About selling some of the stuff that you make? It'd be a good idea to talk about that.
They don't like it.
I know. Talk about that as, of course, because this is my toolbox. make some. See? I wonder where my toothbrush was this morning. I wonder where that went to. Well, how we did. Scrubber in case I get tired. Okay, so what we'll do today, let's try to plan it out. So some people have to go, so I talk to her about this. I want to do some 4 pieces, you know, and to do them, they're kind of boring to watch, you know. I know it. I can't, you know. They have to do in sections, you know, so they have 2 or 3 sections a piece and just put the section together. It's really simple. I hate to do this. It's really simple. All this stuff is so simple, you know. But it's fun to watch them anyhow and entertain. It'll be okay. So you don't get too bored in between there. See, maybe what I do is throw a couple of sections, you know. Put them aside. Then maybe we'll do a platter, some larger platters, so we can paint them and do things on them and so forth, you know. And then I'll throw a couple more sections, you know. And then I'll do some function pieces. Throw a couple more sections. I'll show some slides, and that should take care of the day pretty much. See, okay. In between all this stuff, whatever you know you want to deal with and talk about and so forth. I mean, it'll all, you know, it'll all come clear. You know, don't worry about it. See. I don't worry about it, so you shouldn't worry about it. I don't worry about it a hell of a lot, I tell you the truth. I do, I mean, I'm concerned, I don't worry about a lot of stuff anymore. I used to worry about everything, you know. I used to love to worry. It's great, I could worry about anything, man. I could worry about anything. I was great at worrying when I was a real worrier. I really liked it, you know, to get off of worrying. And all the time I figure, what the hell am I doing, you know? Bob Fraken, one of my graduate students, you know, right, says, the only guy I know that worry about a half hour about where to put a fence post. Now, if you put it there, worry another half hour if you put it in the right place, you know? And I said, you're right, you know, this is ridiculous. So I don't deal with worry too much anymore. I just go with it, you know? Through the clay, you know, and that's what we're talking about, actually. So, you know, we're talking about a way of life, you know? We're talking about a way of living. We're not just talking about making pots. I mean, pots is simply a consequence of living, you know, of working. The idea is simply a byproduct of thought process, that's all. You don't have to worry about the product, you know? It's always going to be there, you know? The image, the whatever, it's always going to be there. There's no... It can't not be there, you know? If you're going to make something, and you're going to make what you're dealing about in your mind and with your thoughts, you know? So if you're thinking, that's one of the things we got to do, though, you know? I got to tell my students, you've got to think, however. You can't just walk in the morning and start making pots. See, that's on a surface level. It's got nothing to do with pottery or your insides or art or learning or anything, you know? I don't know what art is either. We talk about art. I don't think we'll define art. I hope not anyhow, you know. I can't define art, it seems to me, you know. It seems that's why I'm doing art, to find out what it is, you know. If I find out what it is, then I don't have to do it no more, you see. That's kind of what art's about for me, is to make clear. See, think about this a minute. I'll say, well, what I think about it, that's what it is, right? It's to make clear, right? To clarify. Yeah, right. That's one part about what my work is about, is to clarify, whether it be a concept, a thought, an idea, or whatever, to me, and after I'm through with it, you might enjoy it as an object, right? That's what it's about. So therefore, as I am clarifying that, I'm also making clear more things about me, right? See, I'm finding out more about me. So art becomes a rediscovery continually about oneself. So when it comes down to the realities, it's about oneself we're dealing with, you know? We use other media and we use other catalytic agents to find out about self, you know? But that's what we're dealing with, see? And I just like clay to do that at this point because it's physical, and I like physical things, you know? I'm not very much in terms of, what would you use the words? See, I can't even think of the words, that's why I don't write, you know? If you think of the words, I'd probably write. It'd be a lot easier, you know? Just I don't, I have to make an object. But it's about that, you know? It's about discovering yourself, right? I learn so much all the time about myself, you know, and about things, and about through clay or through art. Not necessarily through clay all the time, you know, but clay is a really comfortable thing for me because it's a recording device, you know. I punch it and it records. Right, it records. It records everything. There's a history. It records, you know. Even before man ever dealt with clay, it recorded what happened in the time process of the evolution of the earth. You know, I mean, you go through these slices of earth, you know, and here's, you know, there's a layer of thin layer of clay. I wonder why that half-inch layer of clay changed the world back in you know, because it all came down over us at one time, so, you know, and all the dinosaurs died at once. Clay, maybe that is really something. See, then man starts recording with it, and so that after civilizations are gone, all we have are teeth, bones, and shards. I mean, that's what we got, you know, and we know about civilizations because of that, you know. It's really neat. You think about that. I won't talk all the time. Just that, you know, you think about it, because I think about it, so I'm telling you about it. That here's a material that's worthless, you know, like basically worthless. You know, farmers can't grow anything in it. Contractors hate it. It's got nothing to do with a whole lot of anything, you know. Pool builders like it. Everybody else had a pool power, you know. That's like 3 cents a pound or something dry, or people would give it to you if you carried it away if it's on the land, you know what I mean? So the only worth it has is that which you as an artist have it. You know, that's a hell of a responsibility. Pretty neat, you know. I really like that responsibility. So that what we have to do is that then if you fire it, you know, if you fire it and take it out of clay and it becomes a ceramic material, it's here forever and ever and ever and ever, you know. So you've got kind of a moral obligation to society to be a little critical of what you're firing. You know what I mean? We got tremendous jump piles now. We don't have to contribute to the onslaught of visual pollution, you know? Right? Right? All of us have to do this, see? So when the pieces, you make the piece, a lot of those serve their purpose, you know, in greenware, you know? They could really be slaked down again because they've really told you enough. You know what I mean? Maybe they ought to be slaked down and redefined again. You think? So that I think of being a little critical, being a little selective, and that's what you do with your own self, you know? You're being selective, selecting out, saying, you know, that's why I never approach it on the dish level, see? Like I've never made dishes, you know? I don't think we as artists and craftsmen, okay, make dishes, you know, make pottery. That's not about making dishes, you know? It's about celebration of the form, you know? It's about part of yourself. It's about having a good time when you're eating, you know? It's about collecting this pottery and all your friends are there at the table, you know? Well, when I sit down, it's going to be hot in here, Dave. I can see it. When I sit down at the table, you know, here's Shana, here's Ferguson, here's Leach, here's all my friends, and we're all eating together, you know. Great. And I get up in the morning and have breakfast with this Chico, you know. Really neat. And I hold her bowl and I'm holding Ty, you know. And that's, you know, that's what pottery's about, you know, for me, see. And I don't think you can separate the usage on much of it, see. Some of it goes beyond that, which you don't use. Okay, that's for other concerns then, you know? Okay, it has dealing more with visual, but having its basis in utility, in the process of man's using, working with, containing, you know? That's why I made the pictures one of my favorite. I love the pictures, you know, because they're about libation, they're about pouring into and pouring out of, you know? And I like to hear pictures when they pour. You know, I really like that. That's why I guess I've gone through a whole lot of picture evolution, you know, and so the pictures I think now are bulbous pictures because they go poof. You hear them when they fill up, you know. I really like that, see. I like when I watch it pour out, see. I mean, that should be an enjoyable experience, shouldn't it, you know? Like tea in a teapot. I don't make teapots, you know. I don't even like tea much, see. And I'm not Japanese or anything, you know. So I really don't deal much with teapots, but that's okay because teapots are a beautiful, wonderful image. So I'll make a teapot and deal with that image, but not as function as much. You see what I mean? But when you take that, just take a teapot, you know, and you are making it and you're pouring the tea out, that should be an enjoyable experience to watch that activity happen, you know. And so that's why I never make bugle spouts on teapots, you know. I mean, here you have this nice pot, and you start pouring, and the tea comes out. Doesn't seem to have much to do with tea, you know. I like Cardew spouts, you know, Michael spouts where he cuts them open. You can watch the tea come out of this channel, you know. It's like the Aegean, Minoan, the Minoan vessel, you know, had this long duck-like stuff. You can watch the fluid come out of. You know, I really like that, the traveling of the fluid kind of thing. Well, if you think of these concepts, then you're thinking conceptually about your work, you know. Somebody sometimes said, gee, I hope Bryce doesn't start thinking conceptual, you know. I thought I was thinking conceptually forever. I always thought about concepts, you know, ideas, see. Ideas are really important, not ideals. I mean, ideals are easy. You can change your ideals every day. Ideas, though, that's important. That's really important. And so that you think about, let's just, I'm talking, it's not supposed to be work, I want to work, don't get nervous about it. It's like these things are important. Sometimes I can't chew gum and walk, you know, so I got to kind of work and talk. Just take the teapot, okay, then I'll shut up. All right, now, the teapot. If I'm doing a teapot, I'd say to myself, okay, what turns me on about the teapot, you know? I mean, it's nice to like things, but also nice to understand or try to figure out why you like it, you know, as it is to figure out why you don't like it, you know. I think that's really important, see. So I look and say, wow, I really like the way that spout comes up, you know, and goes to a high point.